What? Go on. I like it so far.
Yeah.
I'd listen to
But
it.
one day they get a letter. Who writes letters?
Does it say letter?
terrorists usually? And they don't write
terrorists,
letters.
okay.
It's just
From
anthrax.
Kevin Smith. See, they must mean the one from the Detroit Lions, right?
Kevin Smith
Kevin
from the
Smith
Detroit
from the
Lions.
Detroit
Yeah,
Lions.
Well, there's no other one.
Yeah,
the Kevin
no.
Smith I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Go on.
Saying they can't podcast without his consent.
Don't think that's true.
Nope.
Oh, you guys want to know something?
Yes.
What?
I'm pretty sure I made this name up and wrote it myself.
Oh, you did
good.
I'm
it?
not going to lie to you. Now that I'm hearing the scenario.
I thought it was from. Oh.
Yeah.
What's revscloud9@gmail.com?
That's my... Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Write that down, everybody.
That's actually my spam email.
Good.
I have an
okay,
email just
so
for
Mark
making
Get
Gage
ready
Lynn.
for an overflow.
It's already over. I don't check it. What? What do you want?
What's his last name then? Magellan? That's a stupid last name.
Magellan.
Magellan.
Yeah, that's me. You got me. So keep reading this listener's response. What did they say?
Why would you do that?
Calling us dorks. And you know what's funny though is before this, I was defending that we weren't dorks to myself, my future self. Holy shit! It's the
Which
first
one's
scenario.
gonna win in a fight?
Was that 18-year-old Kyle?
We
All
have
right.
24 hours to solve the problem. What do we do?
Wait,
We need Kiefer Sutherland immediately.
what's the problem?
Anything involving 24
Oh,
hours.
Kevin
Smith.
Kevin Smith from the Detroit Lions
Right.
wants says we can't podcast without his consent.
Okay.
I was even making
Do
fun
we
of
have
him
your
earlier,
consent? Question
No.
mark.
I
No.
would trade him to the Bears.
This is my scenario. All right, I'm Magellan.
No, we don't want him. Chicago does
You
not
don't
want
want
him. We do not want him.
Kevin
We'll
Smith.
take like a third round draft pick.
No,
Anything.
no,
You got extra bleachers.
no,
Like a cheerleader.
no,
Some dirt.
no.
Dirt.
Anal probes.
You do not have my blessing to podcast. What are you gonna do?
Do
24
it
hours.
anyway.
Do it anyway, yeah.
All right. So your answer.
What do you got, Kyle?
What do you got for yourself?
So basically, you guys are all mad that I took the time to actually write a scenario earlier, albeit through a false name, and now you're not going to take the question seriously? Because that's a pretty good scenario.
So what's yours? What's your
That's-
answer?
That could happen. I don't have to answer. I'm the host for this one. I
I
wrote the
I'm-
scenario.
I don't see your name on it anyway.
Yeah.
If Mark
Magellan.
wants to call in, if Mark M wants to call in and read it out, you
All
can
right,
go ahead and do that.
fine. Throw me a phone because I don't own one.
Yeah, too bad. Maybe
Oh,
Mark
all your
does.
phones are too.
Who you gonna call? Who you gonna call?
Well, you're by the microphone.
Nobody answer this.
Kyle, why are you doing this?
No, listeners, hold on. I've got a point to prove.
Clock is ticking, and as of now,
I'm
we are
not sure
keeping
what
score.
this is proving. That we don't take this question seriously, or that we don't take any of these questions seriously.
You'll see.
Okay, this better be good.
Oh, hey, we got a call coming in.
Who is it?
Hello, you're on Go On the podcast.
Oh, it's a feedback loop.
I don't know if I know how to do this. I'm just gonna hang up and I'm just gonna hang up.
Just had to talk to the phone normally.
He
I'm just gonna
turned
pretend.
just for everyone at home. He turned the phone around backwards
Just answer
and
the.
then put the back of the phone on the microphone.
Do I plug? Does the phone? Do I have to wrap the cord around the?
Physical humor.
Good.
That was pretty good. First time caller, long time
That's
listener.
how
I'm
it
sure.
works. Just wrap the cord.
You
around it.
too could write in.
You at home, if you're listening and enjoying this right
There's
now.
a nice little box on the website of Go On the Podcast. GoThePodcast.com.
And what's our Tumblr again?
Go with the podcast on.
Go
so we're just gonna
on,
avoid the question.
Go the podcast. We answered it. We would do it
I would
anyway.
tell Kevin Smith to go fuck himself. You don't own podcasts.
Because if it was Kevin Smith,
Yeah, you're a football player. Shut up,
writer.
Kevin Smith.
the writer, director,
Wait,
he,
who?
if it was the actual Kevin Smith,
is.
which he was trying to get across,
It is.
he loves everyone podcasting. He tells people awesome and plugs people's podcasts.
Not
all
familiar
the
with
time.
his
not on
work.
his network.
That's not true.
That
I've
is
been
true.
to many of his
Yeah,
Q&As.
he
If
does.
anyone's like,
Oh.
wow, man, you're such an inspiration. Because of you, I started my own podcast. He's like, cool, man, what's it called? And the guy's like, Super Devil Podcast. He's like,
Oh.
all right, Super Devil, is that on the internet? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Oh.
And then
Oh,
he would
really?
plug
So
it.
he asks you where to find you. He finds you, and then after this public talk, his lawyer gives that guy a call, and boom! Suddenly you're paying 99 cents a month to be on the
Why
Kevin
do you
Smith
think
podcast.
Kevin
know
Smith is so evil?
Come on, man.
How do you pay? You can't just make
Guys are
people
all
pay you
dorks.
for nothing. This question doesn't make sense.
It's like not submitting your food to the FDA. They're gonna show up,
That's
and
not the same thing.
it is the same thing.
You think Kevin Smith owns podcasts?
Podcasts are just like food. You have to go through the proper channels.
Drop it.
I'll just read it. Jim Smith. That's not your last name.
You are bombing.
I've got something on my mind.
All
I'll give you this person's phone to just leave me alone. Take it.
Oh.
All right. So let's do one more scenario and wrap it up. Because
Okay.
it's pretty much 9 o'clock. So
You want to read it?
I don't know. Kyle wanted to be a host.
Not anymore.
One of the folded ones will do. No. Where did the good ones go? Stalin for
Compelling radio, guys. Way to not take
All
my
right.
scenario
Well,
seriously.
We can't do this anymore because we haven't paid Kevin Smith. We don't have his consent.
All right, so go on the podcast. Go to thepodcast.com.
Does anyone
Thanks
want to
for
plug their
listening.
crap? Jim, let it go, man. We'll save it for
Cigarettes.
next time.
We're not doing a scenario? That was it?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock.
Man,
Yeah, fuck it.
that was like, it
We were good.
was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was going to happen, and then
I
you
think
just stopped.
I think Eric won. I think the only scenario.
Okay, we can do one more. It is my understanding that recently a man
Oh,
went from
fuck
space
it.
to
Let's
Earth.
go.
What is the highest you have ever been?
To what?
I see what happened there.
Like what? Physically? Like in latitude? Longitude?
Altitude.
It's unclear.
I'm so high right now. The highest I've ever
What's
been.
the highest you've ever been?
Is like what? On
So high.
On intoxicants?
Jim's trying to be funny.
Yeah,
what it
This
is.
guy spent 5 minutes making fun of a legitimate scenario and then comes up with this shit.
It's true. Mine's bullshit.
I'm giving you fucking gold. I know. I'm leaving.
true.
Read it again.
It's true. I
Read
phoned
it
this in.
again.
Kyle Turner out.
Okay, so first it starts off red butt, and that's Red Bull, and then it's crossed out.
That is dangerously dangerous.
It is my understanding that recently a man jumped from space to Earth. What is the highest you have ever been?
Haha.
Man,
See what he did there?
well, when we first got the volcano, it was Thanksgiving. I mean, that thing was running nonstop. We were pretty wrecked.
Yep.
That was a good time. There's another time when you remember we were in a tent. That was a good time.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to Go On the
It was,
Podcast. This has been a great
used
week.
to
Hope you
hotbox
come back
my
next time
bathroom.
for
Next
Rob
time
Talk
we'll
about
be
the high
all-
stuff.
Yeah, we fit like 13 people in there one time. It was pretty good. But, that one guy couldn't get in.
Go On the Podcast.
So, he didn't have a good time.
Follow us online.
Woo!
Go on the podcast. Go to thepodcast.com. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Rob, you can just stop it whenever you want there. Just that, yeah.